India is a country brimming with a rich and diverse tradition of folk tales. These folk tales are integral to the country's heritage because they not just serve as modes of entertainment but also provide important conduits like moral values, cultural history, and social beliefs. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bella Wamil Show. This is episode 8, where we shall be delving into some of the most interesting and fascinating folk tales of this subcontinent. So, let's go. First up, we have the Khasi cosmic egg from Meghalaya. The first recorded instance of a world egg was noted in an Egyptian papyrus during the New Kingdom era. Even the Chandogya Upanishad from India mentions that the creation of this whole wide world was due to the breaking of an egg into two pieces. Egg is mentioned in almost every world mythology, including the diving duck's egg from the Finnish mythology, the egg of chaos from the Japanese mythology, the golden egg from the Hindu mythology, and so on. Now, let's have a look at the cosmic egg from the Khasi's point of view. There was a time when chaos prevailed all over this planet as a form of a constant pitch black environment. Thus, all living creatures went to goddess Sinshar to plead for light. To solve this very problem, she came with an idea. She asked every living creature on this earth to step up and bring forth light to this planet by leading it. Unfortunately, no living creature was ready for this fact, and nobody stood up. The very last of all creatures, the egg, the most humble and the poorest of all creatures, was left. He approached goddess Sinshar and asked, how could he go? That too without clothes, hands or feet? He was too ashamed to go. The goddess then sends word again. This time, the egg approaches and reveals that in order to bring light to earth, it has to die. The goddess pities his condition and promises that his death won't be in vain. As soon as the blessings are made, the egg breaks into two pieces and there comes the rooster with all his colored feathers. As the rooster crows for 5 times, he leads light to the planet Earth. All living creatures can now see each other, therefore sticking together in a group. Now, chaos became order. An alternate version of the story includes the rooster bringing back the sun's light after it went into hiding for being humiliated and insulted on a night of festivities. Thus, from the cosmic egg emerged not only a rooster with colorful feathers, but also the god, the creator, Uble Nongko, thus creating the earth, heavens, and all living creatures. Next up, we have the bearded fool from Maharashtra. Once upon a time, there lived a man with a long, shiny beard. Looking at his well-groomed beard in the morning, every single day, made him very happy and excited. One day, while going through a book, he encountered a line which struck his heart. People with beards are fools. This made his mind produce 1,000 questions. Me, And a fool? Impossible. Hours went by, and that one line struck both his heart and his mind. Without much further ado, he came with a decision. He took a lit candle and burned his beard. Along with his beard came a lot of things to an end. His shiny hair. His neighbors, shocked at the sight, questioned him about this state, and the poor guy had no answer. Once a man with a well-groomed beard, now a man with a bald head and a burnt chin. A man with a beard really is a fool. Henceforth, we must not trust everything that reaches us. A logical thought is the end game. And the last folk tale of this episode is the tale of Tejimola from Assam. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful, kind-hearted girl named Tejimola. Along with her lived a loving merchant father. After Tejimola's mother's demise, her father remarried. Her stepmother, nonetheless, was way far from values like kindness and warmth. In front of the father, the stepmother succeeded in carrying a facade of kindness. But as he had to leave for a long journey, her cruelty stepped in. The stepmother forced Tejimola to do every single household chore. Moreover, she even subjected her to inadequate food and countless scoldings. Tejimola, a girl of gentle nature, digested her stepmother's cruelty without giving it a second thought. Little did she know, this cruelty was about to cross several boundaries. As time passed, the stepmother's envy transformed into a darker plan, getting rid of Tejimola for once and for all. Since Tejimola was transforming into a fine young woman and her marriage would mean a significant dowry, the stepmother thought of killing Tejimola and keeping all the riches for herself. One day, Tejimola received an invitation to her friend's wedding. Apart from being thrilled, she was also hopeful of the fact that she would be relieved from her difficult life. And, much to her surprise, her stepmother was even encouraging her to attend the wedding and packed a parcel of clothes and jewelry. The only condition that the stepmother had was that she would open the parcel only after reaching the destination. After opening the parcel, Tejimola was received by tattered clothes and broken jewelry, which made her disappointed. Nonetheless, a kind friend lent her some new clothes and calmed her down. Upon returning, the stepmother flew into a violent rage, taking her to the dheki. Dheki is generally a traditional Assamese wooden rice pounder. The stepmother firstly crushed Tejimola's hands, then feet, and finally smashed her head into the pestle, killing her instantly. The stepmother buried Tejimola's body in the garden, thinking that her dark deed was done. When the neighbors inquired about Tejimola, the stepmother lied and said that she went to visit a friend. Days passed by. Tejimola's soul would be trapped in numerous things like an Assamese goat, a plum tree, a wine tree, and finally a pretty lotus. Reaching her father, who was coming back to his house. Don't pluck me, father, for I am your Tejimala. Your wife has killed me, and now I'm trapped in this lotus. To prove the fact that the lotus was really Tejimala, it turned into a bird. The merchant carried the bird back to house and inquired where Tejimala was. The stepmother once again lied that she had went to visit a friend. The merchant asked the bird to transform into her original human form. The bird then moved out of the cage and transformed into Tejimala. The stepmother's lies were instantly exposed and was forced to flee the house. Tejimala and her father then lived happily ever after. The folk tale revolves around themes like victory of goodness over cruelty and resilience of the human spirit. Tejimala is not just a folk tale, but a cultural identity. If you are a wanderer and wanderer like me, you have landed at the perfect spot. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel and listen to the Bella Wormel Show. Till then, see you!